this paper, we propose a novel approach to open vocabulary object detection, that is aligning bag of regions. We first introduce the task definition of open vocabulary object detection, and briefly discuss the current distillation-based methods and vision language models. Secondly, we propose our key idea of aligning bag of regions. Then we introduce the methodology of our work, including forming, representing and aligning the bag of regions. Finally, we show the experiment results. Open vocabulary object detection aims at detecting objects of novel categories that are unseen in the training. A typical solution to this task is distilling knowledge from pre-trained vision language models such as CLIP. Current distillation-based methods individually align region embeddings to the corresponding features extracted from the vision language models. However, during the pre-training of vision language models, the image-text pairs may include multiple concepts instead of single objects. For example, in the above figure A, the image-text pair simultaneously contains horse and trolley. And here we show an analysis of vision language models' ability to capture the co-occurrence of objects. As the text descriptions become complete, their similarities with the corresponding image increase, indicating that the co-occurring objects are represented by the vision language model. Therefore, we propose to lift the distillation from individual regions to a bag of regions. Specifically, we regard regions as words and mimic the bag of words representation of a sentence in language, so that we can form a bag of regions to obtain a sentence-like representation. We build our open vocabulary detector on a two-stage model. We modify the classifier of the detector by projecting region features to word embedding space, and we regard the obtained embeddings as pseudo-words. During the inference and the training on base categories, we send the pseudo-words of single regions to the text encoder for classification. Then we introduce the knowledge distillation on bag of regions. To form a bag of regions, we start from region proposals and randomly sample surrounding region boxes that have equal shapes. Here we illustrate how to represent the bag of regions for knowledge distillation. For the student embeddings, we add positional embeddings that encode the region shapes and sizes to the pseudo-words, concatenate them and send to the text encoder. For the teacher embeddings, we crop the image contents that enclose the bag of regions and send to the image encoder. By aligning the student and teacher embeddings, the detector indirectly learns the pseudo-words of individual regions. Specifically, we adopt a contrastive approach to align the student and teacher embeddings. And we keep cues of student and teacher embeddings to provide sufficient negative pairs to facilitate the contrastive learning. Additionally, our approach can be applied to caption supervision, by taking text embeddings of image captions as the teacher embeddings. On the Open Vocabulary COCO benchmark, our approach achieves state-of-the-art performance under both clip supervision and caption supervision. On the Open Vocabulary LVIS benchmark, our approach consistently outperforms existing methods. When transferring the model trained on LVIS dataset to other datasets, our approach also remarkably outperforms existing methods. Finally, we display visualization results. In this page, we show some examples of bag of regions. Green boxes denote the region proposals and blue boxes are sampled neighbors. Areas exceeding image boundaries are cropped out. Then we qualitatively compare of our approach and the individual level baseline. We show the detection results, where red boxes are for the novel categories and blue for the base categories. And we also visualize the feature map's responses to the queried novel object categories. We find that our model generates responses at locations of novel categories while the individual level baseline induces weaker, incomplete or diffused responses. We also notice that semantically related objects can respond to the queried object category. Lastly, we show that our model can also be used for image-based inference, where the queried objects are represented by embeddings of reference images. Thanks for your listening. Scan the quick response code to access the GitHub webpage, and we appreciate your stars.